What's up, y'all, and welcome to Tripping with Katoya, where you liable to hear a little bit of anything on here. So you liable to hear me come on here and actually get to tripping with y'all, telling y'all one of the wildest stories ever. Are you actually gonna see me out actually tripping somewhere, whether it be in another country, local, food, restaurant, whatever. But today, this story is about the date from hell. And when I tell y'all, this really happened, y'all about to really trip. So y'all really about to trip with Katoya. So buckle up, grab your glass of wine, grab your favorite cold beverage, and here it go. Okay, y'all. So back in probably like 2015, 2016, something like that. I was fresh out of a relationship, newly divorced. And, so for a while, I wasn't really thinking about dating or any of that stuff. I just wanted to focus on working and trying to take care of my kids. So, boom. So a few years passed and I decided, so we got to about 2018. I decided, you know what? It's time for me to start trying to have some adult company here, right? So I had never tried out any of the dating apps. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to download me a couple of dating apps and see what it's all about. Because I was one of them people that be like, man, I ain't getting on no dating app because it's too many freaking weirdos out there. And I was dead serious about that, right? So anyway, I think I'm going to just give you an example. I downloaded like Bumble, probably Tinder, and POF, okay? So I set up a profile on these little dating apps. And I found out quickly that I really wasn't into POF, and I definitely wasn't into Tinder. That just wasn't it right there, because it was a bunch of trash on there. I'll tell you that right now. So anyway, I stuck with Bumble. So I found two guys that I was kind of, going back and forth with. You know how you swipe left if you like this, or swipe right if you don't, or whatever. So anyway, I found me two guys who I was kind of just talking back and forth with. And of course, somebody gonna fall off the boat eventually. So it just brings you down to your last candidate, right? The one who's staying there the longest and keep your attention and keep talking. So anyway, so I found this nice guy. Well, the other guy actually was probably about maybe 4 hours away drive. So that was kind of far. So we just had some good phone conversation. That's all. And the other guy was actually probably about an hour and a half from me, which was fairly close. So anyway, we talked on the phone for a while. Matter of fact, we talked on the phone probably about 3 weeks before we actually decided that, hey, let's go do something fun or whatever. So we decided, we planned a whole day out. We planned it in advance, y'all. We planned it like 3 weeks in advance. So we had planned it for like a Saturday. And I had already talked to my mom about can the kids come over. Now, remind you, this was a while ago, so my kids were still pretty young. So I asked my mom, could the kids come over because I'm going out tonight. Oh, yeah, sure, that's cool. But how we planned it was, we planned it like a daytime thing. So by the evening time, I could be headed back going home. So anyway, so the guy, he had real good conversation, real nice looking guy, muscle, worked out all the time, man. I thought he had it going on. I told him what I do. He told me a little bit about what he do. He work out, he personal train, different little stuff like that. So anyway, so when we finally did decide, when that time came, so right probably about 4 days before it was time for me to actually go over to meet him for the date, my vehicle could end up breaking down. Well, it didn't break down. It needed an air fix, so I put it in the shop. The mechanic told me I wasn't gonna be able to get a part probably to that following Monday or Tuesday or something. So I was like, dang. So I called him and told him what was going on with my car. So at first he told me, well, I tell you what, we'll rent you a car so you can come over here and then you don't have to worry about that. I'm like, you sure? Then me, being soft-hearted, which I probably should have told him, yeah, if I would have known it was gonna turn out the way it did, y'all. Just wait for it. So I was like, no, I don't want to rent no car or whatever, because that's cutting in the money. We don't need to do that. So anyway, just so happened my grandmother let me use her car. Now the only problem with my grandmother's car is it sometimes run a little hot. And you would just have to pull over and stop for a minute, let it cool off and keep going. But I know I only needed it temporarily. So, I was like, you know what, the car, I could make it over there. Okay, so I explained to him about the car running hot situation. Okay, boom. So now Friday comes. So we geared up. I'm ready. I got mine. I went and picked out my outfit. I probably hadn't got my hair done. Everything else, got my toes done, making sure my nails right. So I'm ready now. So boom. So we gonna kick it over to Saturday because this thing finna get crazy. So when Saturday rolled around, y'all, get up, drop the kids off. It's like 12 in the afternoon, right? I didn't eat no breakfast or nothing the whole morning because I knew we was planning on going out or whatever we was gonna do. So I get there. So I drive an hour and a half, stop, put gas in my car, get to his house. Soon as I pull up, do, knock on the door, right? He say, who is it? I told him who it was. So he come open the door. And when he get to the door, you know, he looking all like he been sweating and looking crazy and shit. So I'm like, what's wrong with you? What did something happen? Man, I ordered some vitamins from the vitamin shop. And anyway, so they delivered the vitamins to my house, but somebody stole them. By the time I got home, somebody had taken the package. So I'm standing there. He tell me to come in and sit down. Now I can hear him on the phone with the with the vitamin shop, letting them know what happened with his delivery. So okay. So after he told him that, now he telling me he need to go over there because they're going to replace his package. But I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to drive over there. I came over here for a date because now it's about 30 minutes drive from where we needed to go. So I'm already starving, y'all. So that was the first thing. So he told me, this man really told me, he say, well, if you don't want to take me over there, you could just sit here and I'll call an Uber or a Lyft to take me in. Wait, hold on. First of all, where's your car? You ain't even tell me you ain't had no car. So y'all just follow the story. Now that's the first strike. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm not finna sit here in the car and wait on you to drive and I sit here for a whole nother hour or whatever. So anyway, y'all, I tell him, I said, well, come on, I'll just take you over there. Ain't no problem. Now remind you, I told you the situation about the car. So this is the first strike. So I told him, I said, just hold on. I need to get just a little something to eat because we getting ready to drive and I haven't eaten nothing all day. So I pull over to Boston Market, y'all. This man get out, come in Boston Market with me. Gonna tell me what I need to order. This ain't good for you, that. So I ended up getting like some chicken and broccoli or something in a drink cup. Do y'all know this man took the drink cup from me, went and filled it up, drunk out of it a few times, and then handed it back to me and asked me what I want to get to drink. So this strike two. Like all of this stuff is really happening. So we get back in the car. He told me, he said, well, I'll drive while you eat. So I'm like, okay, cool. So like I said, I didn't get but a little snack because I know we were supposed to be going out to eat. So he driving, I'm eating or whatever. We get to where we going. We get to the vitamin shop. Once we get to the vitamin shop, guess what happened next? He goes in, gets his box of vitamins that somebody had supposedly taken off his doorstep. And by the time he get back to the car, he just smiling and happy. I'm like, oh, they replaced your vitamins. Do y'all know this man told me when he got back in the car, I just told him that so I can get some extra stuff. Ain't nobody really take nothing. So I'm like, now I'm in the, I got a thief on my hands. Like I should have known right then. I should have left when he did that because that was horribly dishonest. So now it's probably like maybe 2:00. So now he's hungry. So it's a Polo Tropical in the parking lot. So he asked me to take him over there to the Polo Tropical. Now remember, I had just eaten. So now he wants something to eat. So he get out, go in there, and I go out behind him because now I need me something else to drink. So I go in there and I get me something to drink. He do the same thing again, y'all. Take my cup, fill it up. He didn't even get him anything to drink. He's drinking out of my cup again, and he ordered him some food. And now I'm driving, but by this time I'm pissed off because, first of all, you was dishonest. You done cut into the time that we supposed to had for our date that you promised me we was going to do when we come over here. So now we got to drive back another 30 minutes back to his house. So now when we get back to the house, okay, boom. So we get to the house, right? We pull back up to the house. And I remind you, I'm already kind of pissed off about all this other stuff he had done did along the way. So now we get back to the house. We get out, go inside. Now we trying this again, right? So we sit on the couch in the living room. He pop in a movie. So, and I'm sitting there, I'm just like pissed off. I'm really ready to go at this point. But he like, okay, well, let me put on some clothes so we could go hang out. So now he go in the room, act like he took a shower, whatever he did, put on some clothes. Now by this time he come back out of the living room, he playing in his phone. with this look on his face again. So okay, I'm like, okay, so what now? What's going on now? Oh, I got a homeboy that work with me. He want to buy a couple of the vape pens, but see, I get the vape pens for $15 and I sell them for 30 at work. So now I'm still thinking about the personal trainer thing. So I'm thinking he selling these at work, but see, it's a whole nother thing to this side. But we'll get that when we get to the end. So he say, I'm selling the vape pens at work for $30. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, cool. But now he telling me he finna walk up the street to the store, to the corner store, and grab them so he can have them for later when he get ready to go to work. Mind you, he didn't even tell me he had to go to work. I would have never came over there. Okay? So just stick a pin in that. So now we got to get back up, go up the street to the store to take him at the vape pen. So he did. Then the guy called him. I guess he called the guy, whatever, after he grabbed him and told the guy to meet him at his house. So once we got back to the house, now remember we going back to the house. The guy pulls up to get the vape pens, and he sold him the vape pen. He was so excited because he made this little extra money. So boom. So I'm just like really looking at this guy like, are you serious? So now after all this happened, guess what he asked me? He say, I want to go down to what's that place? The chicken place, kind of like Chipotle. So he asked me to take him to the place to get some more food. He wanted to go buy some food for the rest of the week. Cause like I said, by 9 I find out he don't have a car. So we get in the car and we drive out to the little chicken spot down the street. So we get out again. Now by this time, when I pull up to the chicken spot, the car finally giving me that indication that it's kind of hot because it's smelling like it's smoking a little bit. It's just steaming. So we get out of the car and I'm like, oh Lord. I say the car like it's running hot. It'll be all right. I'm like, are you fucking serious? So we get out. We go in the place. God dang, I can't think of what the place called. Okay, so I figured it out, y'all. It was Fresh Kitchen because they sell the combos with the family deals where you get the meat, the rice, the vegetables. So we go up to Fresh Kitchen. Now, by this time, I'm walking in and I got to get something else to drink. Now, you mind y'all, we done stopped three times. No, three times to restaurants. Not one time. See, y'all ain't stuck a pin in that. Did he offer to buy my food? He never bought me anything to eat. I still had only ate just that one time. I think I had, like I said, some chicken and broccoli or some chicken and spinach stuff from Boston Market. So, like I said, he never not one time offered to buy me something to eat. Even when we went in Fresh Kitchen, he went in there and ordered like 3 pans of food, like chicken and rice and vegetables. Did the same thing again. I got me another drink cup. This is the 3rd drink I done got. And you still ain't asking me, did I want you to buy me something to drink? So I go to the machine. But actually, he took the cup again and went and started tasting different stuff. And then I couldn't figure out what I want. So when I'm tasting, oh, why are you doing that? That's so childish. You over there pouring stuff. I couldn't figure out what I want. Because first of all, I had never been here at this time. So we get the food and go back out. Like I said, the car, I'm trying to let the car cool off. Then he asked me, would I take him over to another place to get a taco? Because he didn't want to eat that until he, for the rest of the week. That was going to be his work food. So now we go, Capital Tacos or something. This man sat there again and ate 4 tacos and a burrito in my face. Still ain't asked me did I want nothing to eat. And I wasn't going to say nothing. I was not going to say one word. So by this time, it's like, let's see, probably 5:30 after we literally ripped and ran all day. So by this time, it's probably like 5:30. We get in the car, go back to his house, and I tell him, I say, hey, listen, it's time for me to go because I got to go get my kids. That really wasn't the case. It's just the fact that I came all the way over here because we were supposed to go on a date. And you literally had me ripping and running you around the entire time I was over there. At first, I was trying not to be rude. But by 5 o'clock, I was freaking just done with it, right? So I told him, I say, hey, listen. I got to go because I got to go get my kids. And it's getting late. And I don't want to be driving back that far, in the dark by myself. And the car might be running hot. So he says, "Oh man, you getting ready to leave? Yeah, I gotta go." Oh, okay, well, I'm finna make y'all laugh with this one. Okay, well, I gotta go to work. I gotta be to work at 7 o'clock. So could you please just drop me off on the way? Y'all, I could if I had a steam cap on my head, that's the time the steam cap would have popped off. I'm talking about this shit was just crazy. It just went from one thing to the next. So I say, you know what? To myself, Toya, your ultimate goal is just to leave. You ain't coming back no more. You finna block his number. You just finna get rid of everything. So y'all, this what took the cake. He packed up his food. He packed up, his little bag. Now, remind you, he worked at like a home where he would have to stay overnight with the boys. I didn't know that. I thought he was just personal training because that's what he told me. So he got his stuff. But here's where it took the cake. Do y'all know that his job was a whole nother 30 minutes on the opposite side of town from where I had to go? I was so mad, y'all. By the time I dropped him off, he wanted to give me a hug and all that. You ain't get no hug. And I just act like my stomach was hurting or something. And when he got out my car, the whole time I was driving back, the whole hour and a half, I was saying to myself, I got to be being punked. I was like literally waiting for the cast of Punked to jump. I was just waiting on them to jump out from somewhere because I could not believe this. In a million years, the first time I decided to go on a date with somebody off of a dating app, this is what happens. Now, mind you, he never asked me for no money, nothing like that, to buy him no meal. But it was just too many inconsistencies. First, you didn't have a car. That was a big red flag. You didn't tell me you didn't have a car. That was number one. Number two, you didn't tell me about this other job that you did in the evening time. I should have made number one the thing where you lied about the vitamins coming and we rode all the way across town. We didn't even go on a date at all. I don't know. I literally just came over there to drive you around the entire day. So needless to say, I blocked his number. I blocked him off my social media. I blocked him every which way I can. And I deleted those freaking dating apps. I was done with the dating apps. So I wanted to share that story with y'all to beware of them darn dating apps. Because, honey, that was the date from hell. Honestly, that ranked right up there with the Tinder swindler. I don't care. That's just my opinion. But that never happened again. Now, there was one time I got catfish, and I shared that one with y'all, and that was a trip too. But for now, I wanted to share that one with y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy it, and I hope it made you laugh. Until the next one, Trippin' Tribe, I'm out.